Welcome to Cloud Dancer Speaks. Well, it's so bloody warm over here, it's nearly tropical. So, I decided I was going to dress myself completely in red. That being my favourite colour. Okay, enough of that rubbish. Dark Raven One, bless her heart, she has been my strength, my inspiration and my love. Also, my pain in the butt.
Cut it out.
But we love her dearly. Now, what I want to discuss with you, I have noticed that there are a lot of schools teaching Native American shamanism, Peruvian shamanism, Celtic shamanism. Now, you've been taken for a little ride, those that are involved in all this rubbish, because Native American shamanism, and I have Native American blood in me, as some of you know, and I won't practice Native American teachings. I won't practice their rituals because I'm not on a Native American soil. Because when you work with these disciplines, it's designed to be on that ground, to attune yourself to the earth from that perspective. So as soon as you go into another perspective, it won't work. It's a con. This goes for Peruvian as well. So beware of these people who advertise, I teach Native American shamanism and sweat lodges, blah, blah, blah. They're taught by real Red Indians. Yes, I've heard about one of them. He's a complete idiot. A complete idiot. And all he wants is your bobs. Nothing more. They'll take you so far and they'll drop you. So you keep them well oiled to keep their cars running and their homes running. Similar things. Let me assure you, knowledge is free. There is no payment for knowledge. Never has been. It's unscrupulous people who set this up. The same thing with Peruvian. Peruvian Indians, their rituals are sacred. Now, think about this. They're sacred to those tribes. And along comes a white man and says, right, I'm going to practice that and I'll be just like them. Whoopee, I'll be a real Native American Indian. This can only happen if you have gone through a series of rituals and initiations to bring you into this. Majority of people who teach this have not. They've gone through a pseudo ritual, which is not real at all. And people go quite happy, oh good, I'm Native American now. No, they're not. They're a white man aspiring to be a Native American. As I told you before, I have Native American blood from my mother. But I wouldn't dream of doing a Native American ritual and holding sweat lodges and all this rubbish. I respect and honour the ritual, or their way. I follow the red road. The word is follow. So don't be conned into this, because it is a con. No, it takes a lifetime to be able to learn one of these disciplines. Archie, who is the chief of the Lakota, it took him from the age of 5 to now, and he's in his 60s, 70s now, to be able to call himself shaman. It's taken me a lifetime to now to be able to call myself shaman. We tend to do these courses because it's in vogue, to boost our egos so we can shout, oh, I'm a shaman, I'm this, I'm that, I'm nothing. To say how good they are, they can do this, and they'll exaggerate and blow it out of all proportion. There's no need to exaggerate anything, my friends. This is not being the real you. Come down to earth and see it simply for what it is. Many are getting so tied up with electronics and electronic gadgets, they forgot the real purpose of shamanism or these rituals. Now, being in a Celtic country, I practice Celtic rituals. I don't practice shaman, I don't practice Egyptian, I don't practice Peruvian, and I don't practice the red man's way. This I leave to them, who have been brought up as a child and lived amongst it and reared with it. You cannot follow these disciplines unless you live with it, unless you become it and live with these people. And I don't mean for a couple of weeks or a weekend holiday or a weekend workshop. I mean for a long time. Then you'll get a glimpse of what it is really about. I do not profess to have powers. It's what works through me. Sometimes, you know, when I receive some messages by channeling, I get it muddled. I can get it confused. And I tend to lock onto the nearest thing. And I'm usually in error when I do this, because I do not listen to spirit enough. Now, another point, you're talking about shamans, teachers of shamanism of any kind. You've got to start thinking of meditation, because that's how a shaman communicates with the other worlds. He's what they call an intercession, an intermediate. Now I do about approximately 2 to 3 hours meditation every night. Sometimes I narrow it down, and if there's something urgent crop up, I do 20 minutes, which is shameful for me. My son does meditation every day. So, to become this, to aspire to greater things, this has to be done. Is it? You may think, oh, it's boring to do meditation. Meditation is not boring by any standard if you do it right. I've told you many times how to do this. Put on blinkers on your eyes. I think they got, you know, those sleep things? And you can put them over your eyes, cuts out light. Then put on in earphones and listen to very soft music. When I say soft music, I don't mean to say turn into your local rock channel, because that ain't going to do nothing for you. I mean very soft music, inspired, what I call inspired music. It doesn't have to be classical, it can be alternative. Things like, there's a piece of music that I use called Legend. And you meditate then, when you've reached alpha stage, on something beautiful. On Kuan Yin, or whatever your aspiration leads you to. Your guides. And there you ask for help. We're all in need of help, even me. So don't be too proud. Lose the ego. The ego will destroy you in the end. You'll get so full of yourself that spiritually you'll get messages that are twisted and contorted. I'm not telling you how to live. I'm just expressing how I do it. Now, am I alright for time, young man?
You've a minute and 45 seconds.
You're not paying attention, are you?
I am. I'm looking at it, Dad.
Okay. Adrian, I mean, he's in love at the moment with a young lady in England called Natasha.
I am not in love with Natasha, you bollocks.
Hey, stop the language, please, on this.
Sorry.
And his mind is elsewhere. Bless him.
I am not in love with Natasha.
Joan is dopey, she's in the other room. Dark
Stop
Raven.
telling so many lies.
See?
Shame on you.
Before I go, I want to thank Mariella for the work she's been doing on her book. She's doing grand work. And John is coming on great. But I still think, I don't think his legs will be able to take him where he wants to go, to the forest and things like that. He would not be able to take this length. He would not be able to take this. Because we'll be taken to the forest and then it'll move away. The taxi will go off somewhere and come back and collect us in 2 hours. That leaves John on his legs for 2 hours. Now I don't think he'll be able to cope with this. It's just my opinion. Or do you know that any difference? Walking around town, I don't think he'll be able to cope with that either. But that's my opinion. I am working to try and improve it, but
14 minutes have passed.
we will have to see. We love you all. Take care. And please think of what is being said. My blessings to each one of you. You're always in our thoughts. Some of you don't communicate with us, but we know you're out there. Namaste. Om Shanti. It looks like Adrian's falling asleep again, so I'm waiting for him to turn it off.